Like to talk about Hipparchus and trigonometry. Before that, Surya Siddhanta contains chord tables. Aryabhatta composed, there should be only one T here. I apologize, this is a mistake. There's only one T. Composed sine tables in 3.5 degree segments, the Jya and the Kojya leading to sine and cosine. Pingala and Chandashastra, 400 BC, worked on combinatorics and binomials. Vriddhi 500 BC, proposed precession of equinox. He said 1 degree for 100 years. The same thing that I said 25,700 years. Vriddhi had proposed it as 36,000 years. So, very strong schools of proportional logic among Jains, Sanskrit scholars, and Vedanta. And this knowledge transmission route is via Aristotle and Alexandria. Hipparchus, who lived between 190 and 120 BCE, worked on chord tables in 7.5 degree segments. He proposed the same rate of precession as Vriddhi at 36,000 years. Plutarch shows that Hipparchus was able to do something called enumerative combinatorics, which Pingala had already done a long time ago. Same thing as Pingala's work. This propositional logic is in Stoicism. Stoicism is an offshoot of Plato, which is rooted in thoughts of Vedanta, Brahman, and so on. So once again, you see echoes of Indic thought in Hipparchus. And the Western position is that Hipparchus taught his trigonometry to Indians. So Aryabhatta learnt his trigonometry from the works of Hipparchus. That is the statement. Ptolemy is also supposed to be one of the sources for Aryabhatta's work. And in this book by Robert Newton, he says that every observation of Ptolemy was allegedly fabricated. He alleges that Ptolemy was a liar and a plagiarist, and he suggests that the trigonometric tables calculated by him were actually done by Eratosthenes in this time frame in Egypt. So we need to understand who is Eratosthenes. Eratosthenes is this person who's a mathematician, astronomer, geographer, poet, music theorist, and his day job was he was the chief librarian at Alexandria. He had a lot of time on his hands to read manuscripts from India and learn a lot about what's going on. So, library at Alexandria, well, before that, he worked on circumference of the earth, tilt of earth's axis, distance from earth to sun as a measure of the diameter of the sun or diameter of earth. Same thing which Yajnavalkya had done in 3000 BCE. Same things. He worked on Stoicism of Plato. This library was destroyed with Julius Caesar 40 BCE, then by the Pope when Europe became Christian in 341 current era to stamp out all of pagan works. Destroyed with the Muslims 690 current era. And this library essentially facilitated sourcing knowledge from the East and transmitting it to the West.